So I just finished giving the outside of my Lone Star Grillz offset a nice coat of food grade mineral oil. That's what I do every 2 or 3 cooks to give it a nice coat of protection on the outside. Next, I will clean the inside, but I thought, I haven't really done an update on this and I've had it for 3 years. Now, spoiler alert, I love it. It works great. It is just an amazingly efficient cooker, especially when using the fire management basket inside the firebox. I can run this for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour on one 10-inch quarter split. And that's to maintain a 250 to 275 temperature. So in terms of wood use and efficiency, this is great. Now, there are a few things after 3 years that I do want to point out on this, a couple areas of concern. They're not major at all, but there are things that I need to watch for. So let's start right at the hinge for the fold-up shelf. So if you can see right here, if you look closely, there is some rust developing there. Now, considering what type of hinge this is, a bolt through a piece of cut metal, that doesn't surprise me. There's going to be rubbing. So what I need to do here is I really just need to wire wheel this down, give it a good coating of mineral oil. I'm not going to bother trying to apply a new coat of paint to that. It's just going to get worn down again. I'm fortunate that where I live, it's not in a super moist environment. Generally, when it rains, this goes under a cover and that's it. And like I said, I do try and keep it with a good coat of mineral oil, food grade mineral oil on the outside. But stuff like this will happen. And at the end of the day, if this somehow totally rusted out, this bolts on, it could be remade easily. But that's just something I need to watch. For my next little area of concern here, let's move around to the back side of the smoker. So right here, hopefully you can see it, this spot next to the hinge, which is the lid for the direct grilling spot just above the firebox, and here is the cook chamber, there's just a little bit of paint flaking right there. Now, there's no rust showing at all, but it is a little bit of paint flaking. So that's something I do need to keep an eye on, something I'm going to probably need to add some additional paint there. But, after 3 years, I'm not sure that a little bit of paint flaking somewhere on the firebox isn't to be expected. And honestly, I've looked that and maybe right back here is about the only spot I can see. I can't find any paint flaking, any rust anywhere else on this cooker after 3 years. Maybe I'd find more if I didn't take care of it, but I do take care of it. And I think that's really important in a unit like this, especially the exterior. So to show you the third one, I need to open up the cook chamber. Let's take a look. Right here, that is the gasket that goes between the door and the body of the cooker. After 3 years, it's just starting to fail, starting to peel away. I use this cooker a lot. I totally expect that this is going to happen at some point. So that's just something I'm going to need to replace probably in the next 6 months. It's not affecting the cooking at all right now. I'm not getting any smoke leakage around the door, but I want to tackle it before it actually causes an issue. So again, totally expected after 3 years and a lot of use. Not expensive to fix. So after 3 years, that's it. It just works. And that's what I love about cookers that you just want to cook on. They just do what you expect. There's no hassles with it. There's no surprises. Just those little minor issues that I've noticed that can be easily addressed. This thing puts out great food. It has all the features that I want. And for me, one of the biggest pluses is it is so fun to cook on. I just enjoy cooking on this. This is the cooker that I love to fire up and sit outside by it as it's making brisket or pork butt or ribs or whatever. I just love sitting by it as it's cooking. So that's the 3-year checkup. I don't know if I'll wait till 4 or 5 or 6 to do another one, but at 3 years, I'm taking care of it and it's given me great food.